Babalik tayo sa Victoria Sports Tower for the second game sa ating court number 2. Pa rin dito sa Quezon City for the Pilipinas Super League National Finals 2024. And our second game sa ating court number 2 will be featuring the winners of our Luzon, which is Tarlac, and Cebu as well. Para sa ating Visayas naman, Jaime Madera kasama pa rin Coach Mark Dandan alongside Andrea Veloso. Bring reaction our PSL National Finals 2024. We're about to begin. Visayas second placers and Tarlac starters coming right up.
And point guard number 12, Carmelo Campbell. Also guard number 4, Isa Laguna. At forward number 3, Lawrence Catalo. Also at forward number 16, Mark Solinia. And at center number 7, Joshua De Carlos. Head coach, Carlos Itaya. And now let's meet the starters for your Tarlac Luzon East Jersey Constructor. Yeah! And point guard number 18, John Torino. Also guard number 11, Nash Turicana. And center number 17, John Rosario. At forward number 0, Carl Francisco. And also at forward number 28, Justin Correa. Head coach, Pico Flores, assistant coach Mike Tobias, Sancho Alfonso, Ako Santos, and Agent De Los Santos. Our features referee, Jerry Bora, Alan Mananilla, and Warren Canes. This is your 2024 Philippines Super League National Board 2004.
Tipping off this Born 04 division matchup of Tarlac and Cebu. Aggressive attack para kay Jeronimo to begin this ball game. Starters muna tayo for Tarlac. We have Jeronimo, Francisco, Gorea, Toritania, and Garino. Dito naman tayo sa kabila for Cebu. We have Cabalhug, Dugaruga, Kacanog, Dacalos, and Solonia rounding out their 5. Couple of empty opportunities there para sa Tarlac. So Tarlac is the Luzon champion, and ito na mga the guys in green, Cebu, are the second runner-up para sa ating first runner-up rather para sa ating Visayas leg.
Hindi biro dinadaanan ng mga teams natin dito sa PSL, you know, not just the reward is not just making the nationals, of course, pero that whole journey from again, pinag-usapan natin kanina, starting from your locality and then going to your region and then now fighting for a chance to compete on a global stage.
This is only the second to the last step no?
Hindi pa tapos.
For these teams. No? Ang incentive mo nga dito is umabot ka sa global. You have to win your division. So in this case, this is the Born 04 division that we're looking at. Earlier, it was Born 06 kung saan nagwagi nga ang mga bata mula Misamis Oriental, making it count, traveling all the way from Misamis. And yun din naman yung gustong gawin dito ng mga bata galing Cebu and of course Tarlac.
It's very interesting to see a Cebu team play in Manila. They have a very distinct style doon sa Cebu. And kung hindi mo kayang sabayan yung pressure na dadalhin sa'yo ng team from Cebu, ay mahaba ang araw mo.
Nakatali na rin yan, no? Pagka Cebu program.
Iba yun.
Yep.
Pero syempre, hindi papahuli ang Tarlac. You know? Tarlac is also a hotbed of basketball. Tabi-tabi sila dyan ng Pampanga. Napakagaling na players sa mga probinsya na yun.
Both literally and figuratively hotbed. Ang,
hotbed talaga. Mainit.
8 and 17 still remaining. 2-0 lead para sa Cebu.
And you know, I can say one thing na both these provinces have, masarap ang pagkain sa Tarlac at sa Cebu.
Can't go wrong indeed.
Mhm.
Kung food trip lang ang... I mean, of course, marami rin naman makikita dyan. But food, of course. Hindi ka na matatalo. That floater. That will miss. Fast break opportunity. Geronimo can't hit. There to clean it up. For their... another basket para sa Cebu. Tied at 2 apiece. Getting to the lane. Getting that shot up was Francisco.
A tough layup there para kay Francisco, but the offense very patient para dito sa Tarlac, and Coach Kiko Flores really trying to run the system early in the game.
Tap from behind. Cortana will be whistled for that personal.
Delikado din na foul trouble para dito sa Tarlac. Titignan natin yung bench nila. They only have four guys on the bench as subs. So load management in terms of minutes played and saka fouls will be crucial here for Tarlac.
We've seen how yung mga ganyang klaseng teams, no? Minsan, nauubusan talaga ng gasolina sa dulo.
Mahirap talaga yan. Ito may Caltex naman sa labas.
Okay. Okay lang, no? Kung kailangan magpakarga, maybe during the half, sundutin mo muna. Exactly 7 minutes left. Pass underneath, kick out, Francisco. Go outside once again. Can't hit on that three. Offensive rebound, but blocked inside. Third opportunity para sa Tarlac. Francisco powers his way through. Immediately on the other side. That shot will miss and a push will be called here. Maagang timeout tatawag dito. Or just the buzzer rather, not a timeout. Trying to make it difficult. Able to escape, but will lose that basketball. Trying to fight for it as a jump ball will be called, or a foul rather. Hold called against Cebu. 13 foul now on Cebu. So timeout will be called here by Tarlac. Still 6 and 16 remaining here in the first. It's 6-4 Tarlac with his early 2-point advantage. Burgorea, his shot blocked. Ahead of the pack, getting that lefty finish. Ties this ball game at 6. Buwan tayo dito early. Nice penetration there, converting on yet another one. Guarino.
And pangatlong beses na yan that Cebu has allowed penetrations galing sa mga players ng Tarlac. Straight line, straight to the basket.
Maraming pambutas dito. I mean, understandably, I guess, similar to our first game kanina, that rhythm, something that the players would have to pick up. This is their first game sa ating national finals. Bigger stage, brighter lights. A lot more at stake. Coritana. Passes it off. Correa still finds a way.
Yung tinatawag natin minama. Ginawa ng paraan para makashoot and just binura yung dalawang defenders ng Cebu there.
No pressure. Leading to this open three-pointer.
Ooh.
Dials it from downtown. That's the lead down to 1, 10 to 9.
And that's, you know, very typical of any Cebu team. Walang pake sa sitwasyon. Basta libre, walang problema.
Cabalhog will be whistled for that personal. 4:33 remaining. Ito na nga yung balasa ng Tarlac. They would have to shuffle the players a lot more often. You mentioned nga kanina, Coach Mark, visibly short-handed is Tarlac, playing with only 9 players in their rotation. So pacing would also be key here for the guys in white as stepping on the baseline. Babalik ang bola dito sa Cebu.
And this is a smaller lineup para dito sa Cebu, but expect them to go up and down the floor.
Let's head over to Andrea Veloso for a report. Go ahead, Andrea.
Play with poise, composure, and maturity. That's the mental preparation Coach Kiko Flores of Tarlac emphasizes for his team in the national finals. With 80% of his players already competing in the NCRAA, like Correa, Jeronimo, Guarino, and Francisco, he believes their experience gives them a significant edge. Well, let's see if this advantage can lead Tarlac to the national title. What do you think, Jaime, Coach Mark?
Thank you, Andrea. And yung experience na yan, no? Especially in those types of leagues, CRA definitely would come in handy when it comes to in these types of tournament as well. Na malaki rin ang at stake.
And hindi lang yun. It's that familiarity playing with each other for a long time. And some of these teams, alam natin, clubs. Diba? So, a lot of these teams have not been together as much as others. And that's a distinct advantage, especially in a very short tournament like we have here in the Nationals. 1 week lang tayo nandito.
Kumbaga, yung baon mo na familiarity nga, yung amuyan ninyo.
Amoy na amoy na.
Amoy na amoy na. Because you don't have that luxury, no? Dito mo na lang buuin.
Not unless talagang sinadya mong mahaba yung biyahe papunta dito. On the road kayo.
Ito kayo nag-amuyan, no? Correa heads to the line for a couple of free throws. Hits on the first. 11 to 10 now. Tarlac with the advantage. So 3 and 41 remaining. I'm wondering if yung mga Tarlac players that are... okay, they just changed their uniforms. Okay. Palit lang ng uniforme. Gandang pihit naman. I think that basket to go was Mendoza.
Quick answer there by Cebu. Walang inaantay eh. Walang gentle. Kumbaga para dito sa Cebu. Tuloy-tuloy lang ang laro.
Guarino is fouled. Falling hard to the floor. Another set of free throws coming up para sa Tarlac. Tied at 12, 3 and 19 still left here in the first. The Born 04 division. Charity split. They do get another opportunity is Tarlac. That pass almost stolen. Ito na nga, tuluyan na naagawan.
Oh. Sayang.
Unfortunate, no? He was ahead of the pack. Sabi mo nga, yung medyo may konting gigil, no? Pagmamadali. Trying to cause turnovers from the backcourt. Able to release it. Vargas takes it all the way. Gets it to trickle in.
And that's another layup para dito sa Tarlac. That's been a problem para sa depensa ng Cebu. Masyadong madali nakakapunta sa basket.
Linares will be bumped and will head to the line for a couple.
I can tell you from experience, I mean, iba yung feeling pag dumadayo ka to play in another place, especially if you're a provincial team coming to Manila. Iba yung pagpasok mo, iba yung venue, the first time seeing it. Siyempre, iba rin yung makita mo yung kalaban mo for the first time. But the whole experience of, traveling and playing, and not just for a national championship, but, just that whole pagpunta mo dito, iba yung lugar. That's a different feeling when you're a kid.
I know we covered the game sa President's Cup. Tayo yata yung magkasama ng Coach Mark where we spoke about how, if you're that type of team na dadayo ka nga to a certain area, that it would be beneficial for you to have some floor time then even before the actual game.
Totoo yan. And I'm sure some of these teams came in at least a day early. And ideally, makakapag-practice ka dito sa courts where you're going to play. Get some familiarity. And yung sabi mo kanina, ba, amuyan. Iba rin yung nakaka-practice ka saka maglalaro para hindi ka nabulaga. And alam naman ng basketball, it's a very superstitious sport. Maraming players sasabihin sa'yo, pag masama laro, kasi first time ko nakita yung ring. May mga ganun eh. Sisisihin kanina yung kamay.
Hindi magkakilala ng ring eh.
Oo eh. Blind date daw.
Hindi siya na-introduce sa akin eh. Si Linares, that behind the back pass.
We met online.
Nakita ko naman yung pictures.
Nakita ko sa stream.
I searched Victoria Sports and I did see orange naman yung ring. Right? And Linares can't finish underneath. Tarlac still up by 3, 16-13. Stolen by Cebu. Making them pay, plus the foul. A bonus free throw coming the way of Cebu. Contado. Vargas will be called for his second. Short-handed nga itong Tarlac. Although we do see a number of players now trickling into their bench.
Nagbihis lang pala sila.
Nagbihis lang pala.
Kaya pala mukha silang kulang.
Baka nag-swimming pa dito sa ano muna.
Parang masarap nga mag-swimming din sa pool dito sa loob.
Kick out. Anticipated there by Linares. Saves it to the right jersey. Trying to look ahead. Short stab. Won't work. Tip in. Will be the weapon of choice. Lead now to Cebu, 17-16. Just a minute and a half left sa ating first quarter. Another steal. This time para kay Linares, finishing with the left.
Trademark Cebu. They're never out of the fight. They will keep fighting. They'll keep scrapping. And just like that, lamang na silang tatlo.
Grind out ka talaga, no? Basta Cebu team. Tarlac answers on the other side. Scoritana. That's the lead down to 1, 19-18. Exactly a minute left in just our first period. Nice block inside by Gorea. Yet another chance and another and one. Contano giving us his second and one of this first quarter. Batting his way against the Giants inside.
Yan ang nakakapagod pagkalaban mo any team from Cebu. They just keep coming at you regardless of what's happening dito sa laro. And this relentless assault. Minsan nakakapagod talaga pag ikaw yung kabilang team. And you have to keep in step with it. Kasi kung hindi, slowly but surely, Cebu can dominate this game.
Mabilis no? Parang in the blink of an eye.
Tignan mo naman yan. 8-second violation. A single man pressuring the ball, causing an 8-second violation. You don't see that every day.
That Cebu brand of basketball for you.
That would make Sandy Grumo very happy.
Of course. Mga grassroots program din talaga sa Cebu. That three-pointer will miss. Tarlac will run it. Guarino, nilipad. Shot too strong. Gives them another opportunity. No look inside. Floater para kay Vargas.
Great patience there, galing kay Guarino. Not forcing anything but finding an open teammate along the baseline.
naman ang tatakbo dito. Vargas muli. Time runs out. And Tarlac will regain the lead at the end of our first quarter, 22-21. So look at the groupings that we have for Born 2006. Group A, which would be playing in court number 1, and nandito tayo sa Group B, Luzon champions Pangasinan, Misamis Oriental sa Mindanao naman, and NCR runner-up is Caloocan. Total of 11 games ang meron tayo ngayong araw. 6 sa ating court 1, and where we are at the moment, 6th floor of the Victoria Sports. This is court number 2. Second quarter will resume. It's 22-21 in favor of Tarlac. Now changing to their yellow jerseys. So kung superstitious lang ang usapan na Coach Mark, no?
Palit ng
dilaw
uniform.
ang mas hiyang itong Tarlac. Giving the break. Can't finish. That fast break. 3-on-1 on the other end. Short. Second opportunity, ayaw pa rin. Pero right there. Right place, right time. Herbito getting that bucket.
The persistence of Cebu really paying off. But itong Tarlac din, hindi magpapahuli.
Persistence kung sa persistence indeed. That was Torrelas getting that bucket. Lead up to a lead back to Tarlac once again. Palitan na lamang dito. Ball will stay with Cebu. Same ball possession. Just 5 seconds left to shoot. That teardrop is short. But another cleanup job para sa Cebu. Up by 1, 25-24. Rosario will lose it. But a counter turnover para sa Cebu. Stepping on that sideline, ball goes back dito sa Visayas 2. Cebu Shirillin will be calling for this timeout. Still 8:22 remaining here in the second.
Hi, man, Coach Mark. The Cebu team we're seeing now is actually a collaboration between the Regionals Visayas team, Mancor, and Attorney Vico. Head coach Gerald Ilaya thinks this gives them a big advantage since they carefully pick the best players from both teams. They're still working on their team chemistry, but Coach Gerald is confident this blend of talent and skills will make them strong contenders. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Andrea, for that report. And yung composition naman ng Visayas, a bit different from the teams that we've seen so far. And maybe chemistry is still a question mark, pero in terms of combination of talent,
Parang
Talagang
super team.
Super team.
Yung ganun yung kinakalabasan.
Mancor and Attorney Bico ang pinaghalo para sa team ng Cebu. So far, this second quarter has done them favors, outscoring itong Tarlac 8-2. They're now up by 5, 29-24. Shade under 8 minutes left sa ating first half. Three-pointer. Rattles out para kay Vargas.
Ooh, that's a bad turnover. Unforced, dribbling it off your foot. Sayang kasi you gotta stop, you're running down the break. Lalaki mo pa yung lamang mo, but you turn the ball over just like that.
Winners of Luzon, the boys from Tarlac, Francisco. 10 seconds to shoot. Vargas once more. Short. Cebu. Pull up will miss para kay Herbito. Looking ahead, anticipated. Great steal there coming from Kayabyab.
Nice move.
Everything but the finish. Another offensive rebound and put back. Herbito once more. Herbito now has 8.
At least yung sabi natin ni Jaime, this style of play of Cebu, walang tigil, relentless. It's slowly wearing down Tarlac, but that's a great back cut.
Naisahan niya si Herbito in that instance. As Geronimo gets his 4th point of the game. Lead down to 5, 31-26. Kayabyab goes to the corner. It's a ball back. It's 10 to work with. Herbito once again kisses it off the glass. Herbito now in double digits with 10 to go with 7 rebounds. Geronimo goes to Vargas. Gets to the lane. Can finish. Gets his own miss. And he will pull up. Still no go. Creates an opportunity for himself once again. This time Marasigan. PP hit. Blocked.
Great defense, Jaime. You like that in the outnumbered break ngayon para dito sa Cebu.
The corner, a 3-pointer. Shot too strong para kay Dipay. And another second chance point. This time para kay Berdin. Second chance points para sa Cebu. Piling up now at 16. Second chance points. To go against just 4 para sa Tarlac. Geronimo will try from outside. That misses long. Don't look now. Cebu up by 9, their biggest of this ball game. Herbito with a cut. Blocked by Francisco.
You have to go up stronger than that. If you're Herbito, that's a wide open cut. Ang ganda ng pasa sa'yo. Hindi pwedeng lalambot-lambot yung layup.
Binibi, no? Parang open na pala ako. But there was the help defense. Sayang kasi cut.
Ganda ng
Nakuha
cut.
mo naman na yung bola.
Oo. Now, from a small lineup, Cebu goes to a bigger lineup. When we say big, it's big and thick. With the entry of this player, number 31.
Visibly deeper din naman itong, well, Tarlac na ba sa number of
Nakabihis na
players?
sila.
Okay na.
Okay na.
Okay na pala. No? Kasi kanina siyam lang yung bilang natin. There's another bucket here para sa Cebu.
Look at that pressure defense. Another turnover sa Tarlac.
But that passing, they can't convert. Ball goes back to Tarlac. Like the transition defense shown there by the yellow shirts.
And dahan-dahan na rin tumataas ang turnovers nitong Tarlac. 12 turnovers after that last one. And that's a foul on Cebu.
Second personal and second team foul para sa Cebu. This pressure defense, talagang hindi pa masyado na-figure out ng Tarlac. It has been piling up those turnovers as you mentioned, especially here in the second. One of the reasons why Cebu is up by 11, 37-26. Teardrop will miss. Ayaw pa rin for that second try. They throw it away. Guarino. Napayungan. They reset. Nice fake. Pinoy step. Ganda namang finish nun. Was Coritana.
Pag Pinoy ba, ngayon uso na ngayon itong Pinoy step. Siguro pag international level or pro level, you can call it a Pinoy step. Pero pag ginawa ba natin dito, lahat tayo Pinoy, Pinoy step pa rin ba siya? Kung taga Tarlac ka, ginawa mo yung Pinoy step. Tarlac step
Tarlac
ba siya?
step ba siya?
Yeah. Diba?
Cebu step ba siya?
Oo.
In that,
Lalo na sa setting natin dito.
it's 37-28, up by 9 in Cebu with 3:44 left. We have a timeout. Still 14 to work with para sa Cebu. Still watching this matchup between Tarlac and the winners of Visayas, or the first runner-up of Visayas, Cebu. Combined Mancor and the Tornitico team. Fast break layup para sa Tarlac. Leads to that Gorea layup.
Gurea playing well para dito sa Tarlac. And now, they are denying itong si Duga-Duga.
Bit too deep, napayungan. Was Salado in that instance. Pressure once again. Ito na nga. Another turnover para sa Tarlac.
Is there another term for suffocating? Kasi lampas na eh. I mean, hindi lang siya nakakasakal. Iba yung pressure. Kahit nagmimintis, you rarely see teams double off a miss. Especially in transition.
Imagine being that player from Tarlac, no? Na may dalawa ng green na kaipit sa'yo, tapos nandun ka pa sa harap ng bench nila. So talagang berdeng-berde na yung paningin mo.
Pati yung upuan green eh.
Lifting violation though will be called here.
Nagmumukha tuloy yung home court nitong Cebu, yung area. Kasi kulay green yung upuan natin. A lot of green on the court.
Ayaw mo naman maging green-minded yung mga players na to, no? Pero in that particular position where Tarlac was found, yeah, green all around. Torrejas unable to break that to the half court as a hold will be whistled here against Cabalhug. That's his third now, and the third team foul para sa Cebu. So trailing by 7 is Tarlac, 37-30. Correa looking inside, finds a Rosario high off the glass.
That's been Gurea who's playing well. You know, not just scoring, is able to facilitate. Na nakita nyo doon, a big-to-big ball screen. Bihira ka makakita ng ganyang action.
Malasa dito ang Cebu. Still up by 5. Pero naman ang gusto mo pag big to big, yung parang kung may mobility rin ng yung mga big men mo, not the traditional kind. It does appear, no, that the Tarlac front court is not your typical center din. This is an offensive foul will be called. Standing his ground was Guarino, able to draw that charge. Solonia ang mapipituan for that charging violation. Full court pressure once again. This time, able to bring it down was Torrejas. Yun naman, only a few seconds to work with on their shot clock para sa Tarlac. Another foul will be called here against Cebu. Si Linares, mapipituhan.
And naging problema din when you play aggressively, you tend to foul a lot, and that's what's happening to Cebu. Now, in the penalty na sila.
Led by as much as 11 was Cebu. A minute and 50 left here in the second. So itong Tarlac, like to see that they also refuse to go away. They are our Luzon champions anyway. Would want to really show that they very much deserve to be here in our national finals. Correa adds to his tally. So far has 7 to his name. Tarlac's turn to put some pressure. Linares from the corner. A bit too strong. Foot race.
Oh!
Sorry, missed there. Coming from Guarino. Immediately Cebu turns it over. Guarino goes to Vargas. Head fake. A dribble in. His jumper too strong. Another opportunity para sa Tarlac. As a traveling violation will be called here against Correa.
Mahirap talaga minsan when you're right-handed, you fake and you try to go to your right. Tendency is you lift that pivot foot.
Ang yung motion na yan, no? Was watching din yung game ng Gilas last night, and I think Newsome was called for a couple of those. Ganon, similar move. Yung sa pakanan nga.
Mabilis kasi.
Minyoza will lose that basketball. Couple of turnovers dito para sa Cebu, playing a bit sloppy at the tail end of the second quarter. They have relinquished the lead. It's now just down to 3. 37 to 34. Was once at 11. Gets to the lane. Look at that teardrop. Beautiful looking shot from Ramitere.
Oh, 10-0 run na dito para sa Tarlac. Getting it done by executing in the half court.
Subok mula sa labas, but that three-pointer so far not working para sa Cebu. Nice interior passing leading to that bucket. Laid up to 3 once again, 39 to 36. Just 18 seconds left, shot clock is off. That long jumper will miss para kay Correa. Impatience dun. Could have milked the clock.
Last shot na dapat sila dun, but now they're giving Cebu a chance to pad on to the lead.
8 seconds remaining. Pull up for 3. Clean as a whistle. Yung tira naman dun, coming from Dipay. Knowing that the time was running out, but still 1.4. This would count if it goes. Almost a three-pointer para kay Duga Duga to end our first half. But it's still Cebu up by 6, 42 to 36. Heading into our second half of action. minutes before we resume our second half of action, take a look at our tournament format once again. Beginning of our PSL National Finals 2024 single round robin. Top 2 will advance to the semis. Tapos, yun nga, Coach Mark, crossover semifinals tayo. A1 versus B2, B1 versus A2. And the winners will advance to the finals. Only one game para sa ating championship to advance to our global championship naman.
So hindi lang the right to become the national champion ang at stake dyan. It's securing that slot to play in the global championships for a chance to be the global champion.
Itodo mo na,
Iba
no?
yun.
Yung national champion ka na in your division.
Panindigan mo na.
May global ka pa in terms of your next step where the teams, international teams, ang makakaharap naman dyan. All rolls up to that global championship which will be having the next week, no? Or a couple of weeks from now. I'm Mandera, example is Coach Mark Dandan alongside Andrea Veloso. Bring you the action in court number 2 of our PSL National Finals 2024. You're watching this matchup between Cebu and Tarlac. This is the 04 division. Winner of Luzon was this Tarlac team, the guys in yellow. Samantalang itong the guys in green, first runner-up naman sa ating Visayas leg. Pero sabi mo nga, Coach Mark, no? Basta Cebu, yes, they weren't the overall champion in their league, but they just bring that a brand of basketball that is really kind of unique when it comes to players coming from Cebu.
And that's been a universal truth since time immemorial. And whenever you play a team from Cebu, they play with a chip on their shoulder. You know, they say they feel like they're overlooked and underestimated. But they're out to show that they belong on the stage and you know that they're contenders for that national championship.
So it's 42-36, 6-point advantage pa rin para sa Cebu. Although itong ang Tarlac has shown that they could stick. The guys from Cebu as Vargas can't hit from that corner. Torrejas trying to get to the lane. Same ball possession. Just 12 seconds to work with para sa Tarlac.
Now, crucial dito sa Tarlac for the second half. Kailangan nila establish yung pace. Hindi nila pwede bigay yung pace na laro dito sa Cebu because obviously that's why Cebu is in the lead because eto, naglalaro sila sa pace ng Cebu but good job forcing a turnover and easy layup para sa Tarlac.
Those of their own medicine dahil Cebu nga ang talaga nagpapahirap. May baba ang bola in that first half para sa Tarlac. Herbito from outside gets that 3 to go. Herbito now has 15.
So almost a double-double dito para kay Herbito. 15 points, 9 rebounds. Very nonchalant.
Parang napakatahimik eh. No?
No.
Parang,
Hindi mo napansin.
ano ba? 15 ka na ba?
15 and 9. Good game na yun sa ibang tao. Good game na yun sa akin. Career high 9 rebounds.
Career high. Exactly. Huwag na tayong lumayo, no?
Hindi na tayo magkukunwari.
9 rebounds. Baka mapamamo na ako nun eh.
Yan.
Ganun, eh. Torrejas will be rewarded with 2 free throws. Tarlac still training by 5 as he misses on that second. Rebounding battle. Makukuha muli ng Tarlac. And making them pay is Ramitere.
At Nakalos has to secure that rebound better. He has to play with a lot more force because siya yung pinakamatangkad dito sa Cebu. And, you know, they're gonna rely on him to really keep that paint locked down.
Pesky rin ng depensa nitong Tarlac eh. No?
Hindi magpapahuli, syempre.
Lead down to 3 once more. 45-42. Another opportunity para sa Tarlac maibaba. Correa nang mamama na naman sa loob. Correa now has 10.
Gusto ko yung laro nito si Correa. He can handle the basketball at the same time he plays with a lot of strength in the paint.
Herbito offensive rebound. Can't hit on that putback. Takbo dito ang Tarlac. Pass. Bit awkward. Though Tarlac gets lucky as they would keep it. So late in 16 remaining sa ating third period. Cebu now just up by 1, 45-44. Gorea gets inside, can't hit.
That's how you get a rebound by Herbito. 15 and 11 now with the man out of Cebu.
Okay, yun yung rebound pa lang talagang ano ka na no? Ma-intimidate ka na. And will get the bounce. That jumper. Sa shooter's bounce. Herbito really piling it up now here in the third. Cross court. Ramitere for 3. Gets that 3 to go. Timely basket para sa Tarlac. We're tied at 47.
This is the start that Coach Kiko Flores of Tarlac wants from his guys. Wala na silang takot dito sa pace ng Cebu. And they've slowed their offense down and they've made baskets.
The rhythm for both these teams after that first half. Hindi na masyadong problema. Herbito missing on that teardrop. Ramitere almost throwing it away and tuluyan na nga. Maaagawan. Although,
that's what happens when you don't have a guard leading the break. Yung nagiging problema eh, Aseñas obviously is a big. And the turnover, mukhang papalabingin muna siya dun sa bench ng Cebu. But again, yan ang problema pag hindi mo gwardya ang nag-lead ng fast break. Bad decisions will happen. Yun ang nangyari kanina.
upo agad, no? Walang room dito for those types of turnovers as Ramitere will miss on that three-pointer. Couldn't take the lead para sa Tarlac. Linares speeds through that baseline. Will head to the line for 2. Can try niyang unahan si Geronimo in that instance.
Sabi mo kanina, Jaime, no room for mistakes. And how our tournament format works, there's no room for mistakes whatever in any game here. Kailangan mong manalo. Hindi pwedeng learning experience. Kasi dapat nagawa mo na dati yun eh.
May pinanggalingan naman na itong mga koponan na to. Although yung Cebu team nga, as reported by Andrea earlier, is a combination of Mancor and Attorney Dico. Best players from both those teams composing of this Cebu team. In terms of chemistry siguro or floor playing time, Tarlac has a bit of an edge. Speaking of edge, 1-point lead para sa Tarlac, 49-48. They cause yet another turnover. Look at that move! Can't finish underneath, but Gorea gets another rebound. Herbito trying to come up with that steal. The ball will stay here with Tarlac.
Nakakatuwa itong matchup ni Herbito at ni Gorea. They play similar styles of basketball. Si Herbito is more of a taller guard forward type. Samantala ito si Gorea has been playing the 4 spot para dito sa Tarlac. But we've seen him bring down the ball and do other things as a point forward.
So, parang positionless na din talaga, no? In terms of team composition. That bucket converted. Lead back to Cebu, 50-49. Coritana. It's 10 to shoot para sa Tarlac. Coritana pa rin. Pass. Gets to the corner, just 3 seconds to shoot. Shot too strong. Excellent defense from Cebu. So Lonya bibit-bit. His shot too strong, looking for that foul, holding on to his face. As Tarlac runs it on the other end. Great find to Gorea, but that trickles out. So Ramitere will be fouled and will be rewarded with 2 shots.
Tarlac looks like how Cebu played itong first half. They're running down the court, multiple guys going to the rim, giving Cebu, so yung sabi mo kanina, a dose of their own medicine.
Pag nahihirapan yung Tarlac may ibaba yung bola, hindi nila masolusyonan yung full court pressure nitong Cebu. Hindi sila makapag-execute, but when they do get on that break, they have created those opportunities. They've hung around. Tied once again at 50. So the free throw coming up para kay Ramitere. Short on the second. 5 and 12 remaining. Our third period. Linares looking to save it. Coretana can't keep it in bounds. Let's head over to Andrea once again for a report. Andy?
All eyes are on Cebu coach Gerald during the halftime huddle as he urges his players to be more aggressive on defense and stay disciplined in executing their roles. He expects his team to outsmart their opponents today when a series of strategy pays off for Cebu. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Andrea. And disiplina. Yan ang gustong gawing susi dito. Ang mga naka-berde.
And kailangan nila yan. You know, they play fast, they play quick, pero kailangan mong bawiin din, lagyan ng konting disiplina to be successful.
They led by as much as 11 in that first half. Gotta give credit to this Tarlac team. They could have just allowed Cebu to break this game open. Pero yung mga teams, no, nothing really separating the teams that we have here sa ating national finals. Maganda pedigree. Sure ka na kasi nasala na itong mga to. Dahil kung saan nga sila galing, they've already proved themselves that they're worthy to be here in our national finals.
Much like game number 1 natin, di ba? It was a showcase para sa Misamis Oriental, showing what they can do, why they were champions dun sa Mindanao League.
Layo-layo rin naman ang binyahe ng mga batang ito. So that steal. Okay na sana, but Cebu will regain possession after Guarino stepped on that baseline. It's 52 to 50 in favor of Tarlac. 4:25 still left here in the third. Bipay will be called for a traveling violation. So Cebu, the turnover is also now piling up for them. That's turnover number 16. Abante pa rin naman ng Tarlac in that department. Still has 19. Especially in that first half where Cebu forced them to turn it over repeatedly. Trying to bring that basketball down.
And again, you know, much like no first game natin, where dikit, di ba? Nung nanalo Miss Or, Cebu has more shot attempts than Tarlac. 11 more to be exact.
Parang yung discrepancy na yun sometimes, no?
Enough to get you a victory. Tulad ng ginawa ng Misamis Oriental earlier.
Dialing it from downtown. Solonia. That's three-pointer number 4 now para sa Cebu. Shooting at a high clip, 4 out of 12 from beyond the arc. Lead up 2-1, 53 to 52. Coretana. All for steps.
He tried to do that step-through move, pero nakailang hakbang na siya eh. Yung problema.
Steps through na yun.
Steps
no?
through. Much like that late 90s band, Steps.
5, 6, 7, 8. Showing our age once again. Speaking of age, this is the 2004 division. So, mas hinog na rin itong mga players na to compared to the 06 division that we watched earlier. As a shooting arm is fouled once again. Heading to the line is Decalos para sa Cebu.
That's what you want to see from your biggest guy on the floor, to si Decalos. But he has to convert those free throws. And talk about free throws, Cebu is only now 3 out of 10 from the free throw line.
Nakita natin how important those free throws are in that previous game as the Canas will be missing on both. Naging free throw battle yung bandang dulo ng ating unang laro kanina. It proved to be the difference para sa Misamis.
Yung 1 out of 4 in the last minute from Caloocan proved to be the difference because they lost by 3.
Single round robin nga lang tayo dito. Maagang puhunan. Really important for you because the top 2 teams will advance to our semifinals and you would want to be in that top spot para yung kalaban mo din naman sa kabila would be B2 as Francisco able to take it all the way.
Jelly, uli.
Uso no?
Uso ngayon.
Maraming baon ngayong umagang jelly, mga bata. 2:40 remaining. Tarlac up by 1, 54-53. 8 seconds to shoot. Menyoza will be called for another traveling violation. Another turnover here para sa Cebu. Make that turnover number 19 now. And I think the third straight. Yung pressure defense dito ng Cebu, they suddenly kind of gotten away with it. Tarlac looking to execute on the half court. Kick out. They swing it. Guarino finds Francisco. Could have shot it. A shot clock runs out. Turnover naman para sa Tarlac. And that's the type of defense na gusto mo makita para sa Cebu.
But they need stops. They need more possessions because it feels like itong laro na to, whoever gets a big run, kahit isa lang, will do enough to take control of the game.
Caution na yung breathing room na pwede mo makreate for yourself, no? As that foul will be called against Guarino. As Vargas preparing to check back in. Oh, this is Baguro rather. So 17 on the shot clock of Cebu. Trailing by 1, 54-53. Solonia short on that layup. But ball will stay with Cebu as Tarlac unable to secure that rebound.
No choice na nga itong Cebu but to get Herbito back in the game kasi yung offense nila walang pinupuntahan ngayon.
Herbito, their leading scorer with 17 markers. That three-pointer won't work. Baguro. They look inside to Francisco. We're signaling dito, Coach Mark, na bounce pass
Bounce
sana.
pass dapat yun. Very hard to issue a backdoor chest pass kasi maraming kamay na nakaharang sa loob ng paint.
Kailangan umilalim yung bola para makalusot. Still a minute and 35 remaining here in the third. Tarlac up by 1, 54-53. We have a timeout. Babalik tayo dito sa Victoria Sports in Quezon City. Jaime Mandera kasama si Coach Mark Dandan alongside Andrea Veloso, bringing reaction of this 2004 division matchup between Cebu and Tarlac. Just 1 point separating these teams. Tarlac up by 1, 54-53. It's a bit of a stall bago tayo mag-resume. Making sure that that wet spot is addressed. You see it at the top of your screens. 16-second shot clock para sa Tarlac. A minute and 35 remaining sa ating third quarter. Torrejas. Pass anticipated there. Great steal from Menyoza. Get it to Herbito. We'll try once again. Off on that three. Medyo nanlamig dito. Herbito. Couple of threes that will miss. Tarlac an opportunity to extend this 1-point advantage. Rosario. He will try. Three-pointer has eluded both these teams so far. Gone away from getting that ball into the paint. Vito. To the baseline. Short. Dito sa Tarlac. Almost a turnover. Nice save there. Gets it to Minyoza. Sidesteps his way through. Gets it to go.
That kind of hustle there from Cebu deserves a great finish. You have to reward your teammate na nag-dive for that loose ball to get you an opportunity to score. Just like that.
We like to see that hustle. Both these teams, no? Kumbaga yung energy rin nila. Hindi naman kami dumayo dito sa Quezon City just
Exactly.
to, makisalo lang. 55-54. Cebu back up by 1. Torrejas. To the corner, Francisco for 3. Still no go. Bit of a struggle dito sa Tarlac, ha? The last few minutes of the third. Last 2 seconds. Kaya Biab able to hit. Cebu goes on this mini run to end the third quarter. Now up by 3, 57-54, heading into our last 10 minutes of action. Our road to PSL Global. Ito naman ang ating setup or the incentive for these teams to win our national final. So they did go through that tournament in their locality kung kaya't silang lumusot in that first level. Winning teams now will compete in the regional finals. Nandito na tayo sa national final. So nagwagi na itong mga teams na nakikita nyo sa inyong harapan. And of course, the national finals winners for each of these divisions will head to our PSL Global naman. National champion, global champion at stake.
Daming champion. Daming at stake. Just the pride and the bragging rights.
Kaya syempre, yung pag-uwi mo din pa eh. Parang yung homecoming mo, tapos ikaw yung champion. Napakasarap umuwi to the likes of Cebu, Tarlac, the kids from Misamis. Na pumunta ka, you flew all the way to Manila and was able to secure that championship for your team. As we see a player down here, Cortina, after receiving that contact. Nice to see him back up. Classic pagpag moment para dito sa mga batang to.
Yung mga pagtayo. Next week na ako maglalakad ulit.
Yep. Takits na lang sa takits na lang next week.
Hindi ka rin makadrive.
Mapapagrab ka na lang ng di oras. Correa. Luxury dito para sa Tarlac, no? That you have a player such as Correa that could create for himself.
Hindi kakaiba or hindi eye-popping yung stats nitong si Gurea. 10 points. Still 10 points. 7 rebounds. Pero yung aggressiveness niya at willingness to take the ball pag walang nangyayari sa offense nila has been crucial para dito sa Tarlac.
Splits his charities. Lead down to 4, 59-55. Chance of defense coming from the Tarlac bench. This is Linares. Maghinay with a pull-up. Can't hit. Tatakbo ang Tarlac. Francisco. Wide open. Get that three-pointer to go. Lead down to 1, 59-58. They come up with a steal. Kick out to Vargas. Another three-pointer. That's off. Tapikan. Makukuha ni Francisco ang bola. Swerte na rin na natawagan na lang sila on that stepping as Linares could have gotten that easy fast break layup.
Just the second 3-point field goal made by Tarlac, and I think both from Francisco. Not really a weapon of choice. Napakarami nilang layup. You're looking at their 2-point conversions. They are 21 of 38. They've made 24 field goals. Sorry, it's 23. So dalawa lang talaga yung 3-point sila.
Kung mahuhulog naman yan, no? Dito na sa fourth quarter mo pipiliin as a tough jumper. Can be converted here by Cebu. Lead up to 361 to 58. Menyoza comes up with it. Nice find. Great choice going to the left. Back-to-back buckets. Cause another turnover. Takbo na naman dito ang Cebu. At kaya Biab will lose it. Tamitere lilipad. Strong that layup. Gorea another rebound. Takes it on the other side. But that will rattle out ni Lua. Menyoza. The double dribbling infraction will be called against him. Hindi naman masyado nag-alangan.
Yan. And aminado naman kagad siya as soon as he heard the whistle. Hindi na siya nagprotesta.
Hindi rin tayo magpo-protesta if we hear once again to report by Andrea. Go ahead, Andy.
They may be down by points right now, but Tarlac coach Kiko knows one thing for sure, and that is they don't entertain frustration. He proudly knows that his players are coachable and always love the grit and grind, so he reminds them during the huddle to stay focused, composed, and just be confident in taking every shot. Your thoughts, Jaime, Coach Mark?
Thank you, Andrea. And so far, Tarlac has been knocking at that door. Took yung lead nga momentarily. But Cebu so far has been able to weather the storm time and time again.
It looks like tinamaan yung wrist doon ni Correa. He has support on that right wrist. Also his shooting wrist. So kitang-kita mo, hinawakan niya kagad after he shot the free throw.
It's a second to go though. He will stay in the ball game. Tough it out. Cuts the lead down to 4, 63 to 59. Mahaba pa to, still 7 and 25 remaining. Linares. Solonia with a step back. Off to the left. Turnover para sa Tarlac. Takbo na naman dito ang Cebu. 3-on-2. Solonia.
Wow.
Athletic move. Fouled by Francisco.
Lahat tayo nabigla doon. Even Francisco didn't think Solonia would just jump and go for the layup.
Parang yun lang inaabot ni Francisco eh, no?
No choice eh. But again, free throws para dito sa Cebu. They're now 3 out of 12. And if they lose control of this game, and this is one thing they can look back at. 3 of 13.
You get another opportunity. Kakano with the offensive rebound. Three-pointer, masyadong malakas. Vargas. Gets it to Guarino. Goes out of play. Gorea once again looking to attack. Really manufacture his way inside. Will reward himself with 2 free throws. Splits his charities earlier. Looking to cut this 4-point lead of Cebu. And still kind of favoring that right shooting wrist.
It's really affecting his shot right there. Kita mo kasi his shot really comes from the arms, not from the legs. So when you rely too much on that upper body, apektado talaga yan. That's why he makes the adjustment.
Wala nang upuan si Gorea dito in the attempt of Tarlac. Complete their comeback. They trailed by as high as 11 during that first half. Kahanog, keyhole jumper. That's off. Correa another rebound. Correas against Herbito. Gets it Francisco. Ramitere, his shot deflected. Ball will stay with Tarlac with just 6 seconds on their shot clock.
Medyo swerte pa ang Tarlac dun because that was almost an open layup for Cebu. Would think they deflected it again.
So mga nakaw, that jumper would be short. So traveling violation will be called here against Solonia. and 53 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Another opportunity para sa Tarlac may baba ang kalamangan. Correa will lose that basketball.
Ooh, what a bad decision there.
Parang among the sea of green. Nahanap niya pa yung lone spot kung saan wala siyang kakampi.
Yung nakadilaw na nag-iisa.
The turnovers really allowing Tarlac to have opportunities to inch closer. Torrejas kicks out to Guarino for 3. Three-pointer talagang ayaw gumana para sa Tarlac. No look. Kahanog off the glass plus the foul. Kahanog here in the fourth quarter has come alive.
Oh, I half expected Solonia to take off and go for a layup because he has been no conscience pagdating sa offense. Every time he has had the basketball, he's been attacking. That time, perfect assist to Kahanog. Ooh, and the made free throw.
Yun yung importante dun.
Yun yung crucial.
Napakaalat ng Cebu from the free throw stripe. Lead up to 6 now, 66-60. Closing into halfway through our fourth. Correa to elude the defense of Kahanog. Floater, Ramitere will miss. Herbito another board. Says let's slow it down. Kahanog has other things on his mind. Returning the favor to Solonia.
That's thank you very much. That's what a good teammate will do. You give an assist, you receive an assist, but walang bumaba sa depensa para dito sa Cebu.
Off a made basket, something you won't be happy about if you're Cebu. Kaso, babawiin din naman ata ng Tarlac. Almost. That defense from Francisco enough to foil that play. Cebu would still get back possession, up by 6, 68-62. And Cebu will call for this timeout. Back to our PSL National Finals 2024 mula pa rin dito sa Victoria Sports in Quezon City. I'm Madhar alongside Coach Mark Dandan together with Andrea Veloso bringing you the action. The 2004 division matchup between Tarlac and Cebu. Abante nga ng 6 ang Cebu dito 68-62 with 4:28 remaining. They've done a great job protecting this lead so far. See if this cushion would be enough to hold on for the victory as Herbito will miss short on that 3. Almost a turnover. Guarino speeds through. Gets that finish.
Just enough speed to get away from the help defense there by Guarino, the left hand.
Solonia goes behind the back, wraparound move. May galaw din talaga to si Solonia.
Kanina pa niya, he tried to do that in the first half, ended up in the turnover, but that time, at a crucial stage, makes it gets it to go.
Lead back up to 6, 70-64. Bukang sumagot ng Tarlac. Runner. That will work para kay Ramitere.
It's a running shot just inside the arc. Medyo old school, but it works.
Hands of defense once again, echoing court number 2. Lead still at 4, 70-66. Shot clock down to 7. The traveling violation will be called here against Solonia.
Solonia's just playing too much hero ball at this moment, going against the offense, and their coach is not happy with this decision there.
Confidence is high pa kasi after that wraparound move.
Medyo personal heat check, no? Susubok ulit.
Last 3:08 of this ball game. Talagang yung mga ball games na meron tayo dito sa ating national finals na hindi kitan. The finger roll won't work. We get another opportunity, but an offensive foul and illegal use of that off-arm. Once again, Coach Mark, huling-huli.
Quick response by the referees to catch that the off-arm illegally extended.
Sayang, nasecure mo na yung offensive rebound. Could have reset for another opportunity.
Mahirap talaga pag nagmamadali kayo. More prone to mistakes. At this stage of the game, a little less than 3 minutes left, masakit yung mga ganung pagkakamali.
Duga. Can't hit on that 3. Look at that. Rebound. Minyoza with a scoop.
Not your everyday put back, but Minyoza with the footwork in the English. Sa layup na pektus, kumbaga.
Ang pakagat of that backboard. Guarino. Erased by Minyoza, doing it on both ends of that basketball court. Solonia will lose it. Puritana looking for a friend. Gets it to Francisco. Makukuha niya muli. Slows down, but throws it away. Looking ahead. Short on that attempt was kay Abiab. Minyoza will lose it. Another turnover para sa Cebu.
Napakasakit. Another, what could have been 2 points, wasted. That's just 2 possessions in a row para dito sa Cebu.
A sorry miss for Duga, rather. Not kay Abiab. Francisco will take a breather. Just a minute and 58 remaining in this ball game. Trying to make it difficult is Minyoza. Herbito and Solonia. Also manning the backcourt here. Another deflection para kay Minyoza. Still a 6-point lead para sa Cebu, 72-66. Finally able to get that inbound. As a foul will be called here against Cebu. Could be Minyoza, called for that personal. And masakit yan para sa Cebu dahil penalty na sila dito.
And Tarlac has been shooting relatively okay from the free throw line, compared to Cebu at least.
Just as we say that, Puritana will be unable to hit on that first.
Kaya nga relatively.
Relatively. I mean, yun nga, kung kino-compare mo naman sila sa Cebu, who have been struggling from the stripe, as their officials will call for another cleanup job, literally.
Literally. Not the offensive kind.
Bit of a lull. Let's see if an adjustment will be coming Coritana's way. Still can't hit on that second.
Relatively. I emphasize the word.
The Palos will get the bounce. Lead now at 8, 74-66. Guarino will be fouled. Almost an end one, but instead will have to earn it with a charity stripe. These free throws, kailangan ng Tarlac to kind of put themselves in a position to still have a way back to this ball game. Make it a 2-possession ball game once more.
Yung napakasakit kanina. They missed 2 free throws on one end and then they gave up a layup to Dacalos. And they almost missed another one.
Make that 13 of 22 now from the stripe. Guarino can't hit both. Dacanos will be fouled. Tinamaan sa man-ban.
Man-bun ba yun? Man-sprout?
Yeah.
Almost a bun.
Parang it's not long enough yet to be a bun.
Not yet.
Not yet. Pressure on the backcourt being applied here by Tarlac. Revito says, let's slow it down. Solonia. Up by 4 is Cebu, 74-67. Trying to milk as much clock as they could. Revito. Been fairly quiet here in the fourth, almost losing that basketball. Shot clock down to 2. They have to put it up. Duga-duga for 3. That hurts para sa Tarlac. And another steal as Solonia makes it a 5-0 run now para sa Cebu. Now up by 12, 79-67.
And that is painful para dito sa Tarlac. A 5-point swing despite that layup there.
51 seconds remaining. The timeout will be called here by Cebu. They're still up by 10, 79-69. Going to protect this lead and get their first victory sa ating PSL National Finals 2024. (79-69), Cebu up by 10 with 51 seconds remaining. Off this timeout. So nga nilang maalagaan itong kalamangan. Solonia, lilipad na naman. Can't hit on that layup.
He had Revito wide open for a layup. Solonia deciding to again glide.
Ano naman si Mendoza, yung maturity niya doon. That could have, pwede naman niya nang atakihin. Understood that time was on their side. As Tarlac gives up that foul, will put Solonia to the line.
Si Solonia, baller talaga eh. Diba? Hindi siya nagkukulang sa kumpiyansa regardless of situation. Reminds me of J.R. Smith. In the good way.
I remember you telling me na mas gusto mo na ganyan yung player mo na hindi mo na kailangang i-convince na itire.
Mas madali mang-awat kaysa mag-convince.
Shot clock down to 8 seconds. 27 seconds left in this game. Still an 11-point lead being enjoyed here by Cebu. Trying to play keep away are the green shirts. Foul given up here by Vargas. And Duga-Duga will head to the line. Cebu likely primed to move on to get their first victory in this very short round robin that we have for each of the groups. pag nakaunang panalo ka na, parang medyo yung probability that you get to that semifinals
Tumataas.
a bit higher, especially here in Group B. You're just working with 3 teams.
And there's a lot more pressure coming off a loss. Siyempre, kailangan mong bawiin agad-agad yung pagkatalo mo. And especially in a short tournament like this, mabilis ang turnout ng mga games natin. Iba pa rin yung pagod na kasi you have to exert double the effort, maybe triple the effort, just to get one win.
The caliber of the teams na makakaharap mo nga dito, they either finished first or second in their region.
Kumbaga, salang-sala yung kalaban mo. Best of the best in each region. Hindi lang kasi yung champion eh. Even the second placer in that division.
They throw the ball once again. And while this is a 14-point lead para sa Cebu, doesn't really kind of tell how tight this ball game was in the first 3.5 quarters. As Solonia, the bowler that he is, still gets that bucket before the buzzer sounds. So our final score would be 85-69, a 16-point victory para sa Cebu. Using that 27-15 fourth quarter to really kind of run away with it, securing their first victory sa ating 2004 Group B division. Gawang Cebu dito, Coach Mark, I mean, ano yung magandang nakita mo from these players that they could carry over into their future games?
No, I like Herbito and Solonia. They complement each other well. Herbito is a more all-around game. Solonia is a no-conscience scorer, as we saw. And you have those two weapons too, and you feel them. You have guys like Dugadu as a very good point guard, and then enough bigs like Takalos to man the middle. So those are good things to have moving forward in this tournament.
One of the players that was key, I mean, para sa victory nitong Cebu, kasama ni Andrea Veloso for our best player of the game.
Nanggaling po yung performance na yan sa effort na binibigay ko. Palagi kasi ako sinasabihan na bigyan ko ng 100% effort palagi sa laro. And ititreat ko yung laro as parang last game ko. So, parang nag-pay off po yung efforts na binigay ko ngayon.
Nakita naman namin yung 100% mo sa court, EJ. Baka may gusto kang pasalamatan o ba't yan?
Gusto ko shoutout yung family ko, yung mga nanonood, mga taga Cebu. Herbito family, hi. Sorry wala ako dun sa Cebu ngayon kasama sa inyo, pero sana nanonood kayo. And thank you sa pag-support sa amin.
Once again, congratulations, our best player of the game, EJ Herbito from Cebu. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Andrea, and congratulations once again, EJ Herbito, for being our best player of the game. And that would be a wrap for the second game sa ating court number 2. Coming up next, the winner of Mindanao, Davao City, will go up against the runner-up sa ating NCR, which is the Manila team. So dyan lamang po kayo. Magbabalik pa po tayo with more of your Pilipinas Super League dito, Pinoy ang Bida.